And now on Who's Views, it's time for the latest headlines with JT and the Whotastic panel.
So here we go then, Who viewers. Welcome to Tuesday, the 31st of March, 2026. Now listen, if I spontaneously combust during this show, please just carry on. Just carry, because I am so excited. This is going to be a massive big weekend for all of us, I think, because it's great news today, isn't it? We're going to get straight into this today. I've got third Dr. Ian with me. Hello to you.
Hello.
Hello. Now listen, our poll is working tonight.
I've said before, I question his commitment. I really do. Unless he was here, of course, then I wouldn't dream of saying that. But as he's not, yeah, very slack, very slack.
But the good news is, George is here. Yay!
I was actually just going to nip out to the car to get the extinguisher in case you did combust.
Yeah, just as I say, just if it does, just carry on. Be professional, everybody. Be professional. Stiff upper lip and all that, boys. Yeah, absolutely. It's great news today, though, isn't it, everybody? John Roberts is saying to us, yes, it's great. It's been brought forward. Mm-hmm. It really, really is. Because if you weren't with me this morning, and if you haven't been around today and you haven't heard, well, the Daleks MASTERPLAN was today announced by the BBC to be moving from the original drop date, as the kids call it these days, on iPlayer, which was Saturday, to Friday, which is Good Friday. And it is going to be a Good Friday, guys, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Can I just really quickly say hello to Peter? Good evening, sir. Thank you for the hello there.
Yes, hello.
Are we all going to keep 5-bar gates to see keep track of how many times we're going to watch the episodes on Friday?
I think we might have to. we might have to. Legion James is with us saying Good Friday really is a Good Friday, and it's 3 sleeps to go. It is now. We've had to knock a day off, so that's really good. 3 sleeps to go now.
Who can sleep? Who can sleep? It's no sleeps for me. Show me it now. Show me it now. Sleep is for tortoises.
Oh, there's a line. I love that. Jethrick is also giving us another line. Most exciting. It's good to see you all in the chat. Thank you for joining us for this sort of impromptu show. Kevin Taylor, hello. Hi, JT, George, and third Dr. Ian. Good to hear some uncontroversial news from the BBC. It is, isn't it? Makes a change, doesn't it, Kevin?
It really does.
It changes as good as the rest.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Stephen L. Reese. How are you? Yes, because he's just popping in, guys. He's working. He says, hi, all. I'm just a quick pop in as I'm on my break at work. It really is a Good Friday indeed. Well, I hope everything's going all right for you at work. Pete Harrington saying to us, it's Good Dalek Day. And Woodhouse122 saying those who are going to the event at the Riverside on Saturday have a big choice to make. We're going to be talking about that, aren't we, guys?
I must admit that when I heard the wonderful news it was coming forward by a day, after the official wave of euphoria, the first wave of euphoria went through me, the next thing I thought was I can see everybody who's bought a ticket for the Riverside event being a bit miffed about that.
Well, let's get into it now then, because we are going to get to that. And I just want to give a big shout out again from all of us here at Who's Views, including everybody that watches us, to Film is Fabulous. Because, of course, thanks to Film is Fabulous, we get to see this. So Film is fabulous. And thank you for all their hard work, their dedication, and their patience in getting this right to us, because it's because of them that we are celebrating from this moment onwards, everybody, for the whole of this Easter weekend. This is a special Easter weekend. But let's get into this, and we'll come to the Film is Fabulous event in just a few minutes, because it was announced this morning from the BBC as well, from the BBC Media Centre. Lost Doctor Who episodes coming to BBC iPlayer on Good Friday. The Nightmare Begins and Devil's Planet are from the third series entitled The Daleks MASTERPLAN. It went on to say the BBC has confirmed that the 2 lost episodes of Doctor Who from the 1960s will be made available for viewers on BBC iPlayer on Good Friday. The 2 episodes, The Nightmare Begins and Devil's Planet, were from the 3rd series entitled The Daleks MASTERPLAN. Written by Terry Nation, the series stars, as we all know, William Hartnell as the Doctor, Peter Purves as Stephen Taylor, Nicholas Courtney as Brett Voyon, Adrienne Hill as Katerina, and Kevin Stoneley as Mavic Chen. The episodes were found by Film is Fabulous, a charitable trust run by film collectors, cinema lovers, and vintage television enthusiasts. They approached the BBC archives after finding them in a private collection, who worked to restore the original 16mm tele recordings. Viewers will be able to watch the 2 episodes on BBC iPlayer in the UK from 6 a.m. on the 3rd of April 2026, which is Good Friday. These episodes add to a raft of Doctor Who programming which forms the Whoniverse on BBC iPlayer. So hands up who's getting up at least 10 to 6, George.
If I wonder if the iPlayer will crash at 6:01 a.m.
I don't doubt it.
Look at this. Stephen L. Reese is saying, I do wonder why they've brought them forward Curious and Curiouser. And then Bedweers with us saying, it's simply because someone in the BBC wanted to upload it on Thursday and enjoy their 4-day weekend.
Well, surely it's like your video recorder. You can set the timer, can't you?
You must be able to, surely. Surely.
Yeah.
Hello, Graham. Graham's with us saying, I couldn't get a ticket for the Riverside, but I did get one for the Pertwee showings next month. These are such a nice way of watching our favourite show with special guests, etc. And he highly recommends them. Yes, and I think, Graham, I've asked you if you're going to come and do visitations for us, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
No, but that'd be nice if you can tell us about that. Darren, hello, Darren Reed. Good Friday. Watch them again Saturday. Don't eat because I'm watching them all day Sunday. And we've got Woodhouse 122 saying, I'm watching the Mission to the Unknown animation on Thursday to lead into the Dalek MasterPlan episodes on Friday, which is a great way for me to remind you. We are going to be here live on the channel Thursday night at 8 o'clock with our review and our discussion based around the Mission to the Unknown. And then we'll be back on Saturday live on the channel at 8 o'clock, where we all are partied out and just so full of excitement, I'm sure, as we discuss the Daleks Master Plan and what we've just witnessed. So exciting, isn't it, Who viewers? Look at me, I'm excited. Look. I can't believe we're actually getting to say this. It's just brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Canalot is saying, I'm looking forward to watching a young Peter Purves. Ooh.
I think Peter Purves is as well.
Domgo is saying to us, does anyone know if these will be available commercially? The answer to that is yes. Stand by your beds.
There's
way too much, isn't it?
Yes. There's way too much money in them for them not to be released commercially.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just a question of what they're going to put on with them. But Film is Fabulous has done such an excellent job. And we'll all be able to see the results of their painstaking work come Good Friday. It's happening. We know it's happening. It's just a question. I think though, gentlemen, it'll be sooner rather than later for the commercial releases.
They worked with a third-party restoration company as well, didn't they? Which we should sort of like extend the praise to them as well, because they've obviously done a fantastic job too. But yeah, commercially, they're going to want to cash in on it, aren't they? Because let's face it, within day one, they'll have sold more than the Gatwa box sets. We know that. It's a question of
seconds.
Yeah, it's a question of when you do it. Because if you do it and then you discover episode 12 or episode 4 or whatever, then you've gone, damn it, we've just released it, we can't really release it again so soon afterwards. So do you wait until whatever episodes are all released and then, because just
the thing is though, Dr. Ian, they could actually do that and we'd all go and buy it again.
Well, yeah, we would.
We would.
I mean, that's a very good point, because Film is Fabulous have stated, these aren't the only 2 that they're aware of.
Yes.
So, I assume the movers and shakers at the BBC will be aware of what Film is Fabulous is aware of. And that could, of course, influence the release, because if there are more episodes of the Dalek Master Plan, it makes perfect sense to bunch them all together. Or possibly Mission to the Unknown.
Yeah. I mean, it does. I mean, And this is a good point where we can actually prove that, I suppose, isn't it? Because a couple of weeks ago on Headlines, if you were with us then on your Sunday Big Show, we actually played a clip from a BBC Radio Norfolk interview with Mark Stuckey. Now, you might know Mark Stuckey. He is on something called the BBC Repair Shop. He's one of the presenters, I assume, or something like that. But he's also part of our Film is Fabulous, and the charity. And I think it's a good time. I think we'll play it again. What do you think, guys? Should we play it again?
Yeah, why not?
Let's play it again. If you weren't with us last time, this is for you.
Imagine finding something that's loved by millions, that's been missing for decades. That's exactly what's happened to one film charity who've rediscovered 2 long-lost episodes of Doctor Who from the 1960s. They star William Hartnell as the Doctor, and he's up against his arch-enemy, the Daleks. Film is Fabulous made the discovery. One of the team was Mark Stuckey from Chroma. You may also recognise him from the BBC show The Repair Shop. He told Louise Hulland more about the discovery and what might be on the horizon in the future.
Often the collectors from the past were generally men. Whatever reason, that seems to be the main thing. And what happens is that when they have literally died, the widows suddenly got a large quantity of films and do not know what to do with them. So therefore, fortunately, we are known collector to collector, as it were, and as a registered charity, we're on everybody's side to do the best thing for everybody. The result was they came to us, and then we found out this particular collection was like 10,000 films. Where do you start? Well, you start from the beginning, and you go through, and hopefully somewhere in between you find some real gems. This particular collection, we found specifically these sort of 2, but there could be some other interesting things happening in the near future. So obviously, until we get all these things finalised, not too much to be said, but there's going to be an exciting future certainly for Doctor Who fans. Now, particularly these 2 was, I believe, an ex-BBC employer, and naturally didn't want to say, look, I've had these, because I love them, because we have to remember in the 70s, particularly with the BBC, they were literally having to destroy content because they run out of room. And they had at the time not a facility to be able to re-show the programmes due to sort of contractual requirements. So they decided to literally landfill or burn. People there thought, I love that film, let me take it, I can't let it go. Yeah. And then kept him for all these years.
So you had these 10,000 videos in front of you. I mean, I can't imagine that the film 1 and film 2 of the collection that you put on straight away were Doctor Who. Did you find anything else interesting so far?
We have found numerous different TV programmes, Believe Lost, from Basil Brush's, the Lulu, the series. If some of your listeners remember the old Emergency Ward 10, we found 50 of those. We found Z cars. There are loads. Some we've already, some sort of content we've given over to Talking Pictures TV and also Rewind Television. Yeah. Still plenty more to do. And these are all specifically stored in Leicester at Dumont University. We have people there, researchers who go through every content. And you can imagine that takes an incredible amount of time. So to some degree, it's a bit of luck what you come around with first. Because they don't always say, oh, look, Doctor Who's in that tin. You have to open it. You have to check it. Then you see what you may have.
For more like this.
So there we have it. There you have it, everybody.
Well, I think the presenter in her opening line on that outlined, the BBC knows it's got a goldmine there, because her opening line was loved by millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this version, anyway.
Yeah, clearly talking about classic, isn't she? Yeah.
Let's get into the chat. Hope you enjoyed that again, everybody. Let's get into the chat because we've got a lot of chats and a lot with us tonight, guys. Hartnell's Ghost is with us as well, saying, hi, JT and co, as one of the increasingly few who can remember watching it in 1965. I'm sure this will be as good as I remember it, and I can't wait.
I mean, I've always thought if the existing 3 episodes are anything to go by, Dalek's Master Plan would be an absolute cracker from beginning to end. And I'm sure these 2 episodes will just further that belief for me.
I'm so excited about it. I'm coming back together on Saturday and talking about it. Let's see what you think about it then, George, as well. It's just brilliant. Kevin Taylor is with us saying, I've watched the first 3 Dalek stories in proper preparation. Smashing. Mark Greaves is saying, "Hiya, JT, Ian and George. I'm unfortunately working on Good Friday. I wonder if my nan can be taken ill again to get me out of work." Mind you, she passed in 2008. You're terrible, Mark. You're terrible.
They don't have to know that.
No, Bedouin was saying there, put the sign up there. He said, yes, we should give a shout out to Restore for their work on getting the episodes I play ready.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure we've all seen them. Film is Fabulous has put out a series of short clips side by side before and after on the restoration. Now, the film prints that were discovered, the prints themselves were still in very, very good condition with minimal wear, but the difference between the before and after restoration is remarkable.
Yeah, and I love the way that they've been teasing us on the Film is Fabulous social media with those little things that they do, and you know, keeping us updated about the process and stuff like that. It's just been I mean, really, you know, because we've been buzzing, haven't we, here on this channel? And we're like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, and sharing the information and looking at it. And it's fascinating to see, but it really does build up that momentum and that excitement. It really does. So Film is Fabulous. If I do spontaneously combust in this live episode, it's down to you. Peter Wilcox is with us. Hello, Peter Wilcox. Similar ages, 55, and like you all, I love proper Who, but I love new eras, including Shooty, but not the Space Babies, though. Do you know what? That's fine, Peter. You're still very welcome. Stand in the corner. But he's loving your channel, and I wanted to support Live Tonight for Dalek Celebration. Well, it's good to see you. And you know, yeah, I mean, you know us, Peter. We are adults of the old school, and we can agree to disagree nicely here. And on that one, I will. Anyway, but no, it's still great to see you, Peter. And it's good that you're with us because it shows you've got a sense of humor as well. Doctor Who 1963 is with us. Very excited for this, but how can I watch the other parts? Should I find telesnaps? iPlayer will have 5 out of 12 episodes once this has dropped. That's right. Well, how can you watch the other parts?
Well, unfortunately, telesnaps weren't commissioned for this along with other stories, but there are some telesnap-like photographs from episode 7, The Feast of Stephen.
That's the ones I think of,
yeah, which Robert Jewell took because he appeared in the episode. And they're the biggest glimpse of what we've got of what this notorious episode would have looked like.
Yeah. Sure. You can't watch it's just sorry, you can't say, but you can listen to them because Ian, we've got the audio, so we got the BBC audio.
Yes.
I think the only thing we can do really is listen to them or read the novelizations and do what we had to do in the pre-video days, which is just imagine it in your head. But of course, now that you've got certain episodes, you at least have a better visualization in your head of what these characters look like and what the environments used to look like. And if you want to see more, I don't know, wait. I don't know.
It's it's very true. The thing about this, though, is that the world I put together for myself listening to these things and reading these things has just been blown out because it's just nothing like it at all. Farsight is saying to us, I got the perfect birthday present today. My birthday is the 3rd of April. We'll remind us of that either on Thursday or Saturday, Farsight. We'll give you a big shout out for your birthday then. Domgo wants to know, how could anyone throw Doctor Who in the bin? I can't understand that. Well, you know, I'm going to say Peter Wilcock, put your fingers in your eyes, because throw the shooty stuff in the bin. That's what I would say.
Well, that was where it was written, isn't it? So yeah, it was either written in the bin or the toilet. So put it back from whence it came. Really.
Well, as I always say, it's such a shame there are 95 missing episodes of Doctor Who, and the great tragedy is that number will never increase.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop it. MDB18468, good to see you. From Hartnell to Gatwick, I love it all. You say, Peter, you're not on your own. We welcome all sorts here. So good for you. Good for you. Pete Harrington also saying, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Retcons they are out there, worth looking for. I have a DVD. I shouldn't read that out because the BBC will come looking for you, please. Knocking on your door at 3 o'clock in the morning with the police. Honestly, you'll be in trouble. Well, we got, hello, Swirly Sound. How are you? I do love Swirly Sound on some of those early Doctor Who's. It's my birthday tomorrow, but the real present and celebration comes Friday morning. Thanks, film is fabulous. Well, happy birthday to you for tomorrow, Swirly Sound.
Happy birthday.
Why do I feel like Noel Edmonds suddenly? It's like swap shop suddenly. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Raymond Williams is in the chat with us saying, hail. Hail.
Hail.
Sleet, snow, rain. So, yeah, that's
Like
great.
that
Well,
kids program, isn't it? How? Where they all
Remember
actually.
How,
I
Stephen
was hoping
Harris-
George would do that again, but he didn't.
Sorry, I'm on satellite link. How?
It doesn't have the same power as Crackerjack, does it?
No, that's true.
Well, it didn't, obviously, because that flopped as well. Stephen L. Rees is on his break at work saying, I agree. I love watching the clips of the process as it makes the journey from being announced to being able to see any episode makes it all the more enjoyable and involved. It is very exciting. And a few weeks ago, as well as part of our headlines, we did show some of the stills that Film is Fabulous had released on their social media, which show the difference. So on the left-hand side is the print that they were dealt with, and on the right-hand side is the reconditioned version. So there you go. And they are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Look at that.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's
It
really,
bloody
really
well is. It
Yeah.
really is. The condition of these things, which are actually, considering, boys and girls, where they've been for all these years, we're talking decades, they're not bad. But to be able to have the technology and the facilities and the clever people to tart them up as though they were made yesterday, it's beyond me. It's incredible. Look at that.
It is mad, isn't it?
It is incredible. Let's have a look at the bad boys themselves. Beautiful. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous?
Absolutely. You know, there's something about them as well. The way they look in that photo, you can see that there's actual metal in their construction there with the horizontal bands around the base there. You can see the metal shining off them. Whereas now, for all the different and supposedly better manufacturing techniques that they have now, they still have that plasticky look about them, don't they? Or wooden look. Whereas these, they look metal.
No, it's true. It's true.
I mean, going back to what Hartnell's go say, you know, one of the few people who are still around who saw them on original transmission. I mean, put it into context. At this time, Dalek Mania was at its absolute peak.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that was bigger than the Daleks in Britain at the time was the Beatles. You know,
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Things like, you know, the first Dalek movie was cleaning up at the box office in UK cinemas up and down the country. You know, Wool was stacked to the rafters with Dalek toys and all the rest of it. You couldn't. So it must have been incredible to see this story at the time.
It must have been incredible to see all that beautiful merchandise in the shops as well. Where the TARDIS, that's when I'd be nipping back. I'd be nipping back to the 60s and getting loads of them in the baskets of the woman at Woolies is saying, "Oh, what are you doing them for 3 and 9?" Do you know what I mean? And then what I'd be doing is I'd nip it forward to the Dennis Fisher era of the 70s and take loads of them and nip it. Then I'd come home and sell them all and be rich. Arnold's Ghost is saying, JT, am I correct? You managed to get Dalek's MASTERPLAN on vinyl. Glorious artwork, in my opinion. You are correct. And it is glorious artwork. I actually have opened it and started listening to it in preparation for our shows, which I never usually do, but I was so excited the cellophane fell off the box. It's gorgeous. It's a great big box like this, and you have to take the lid off, and I think it's 10 albums in it, 10 vinyls in there, and it's just beautiful. It's really nicely done, and Peter Purvis is doing the narration for the episodes I've got so far. So yeah, it's lovely. I think it's still available if you look at certain places. I don't know, you might have to shop around, but have a look around if you're interested in that. It's the same one as that was on the CD, guys, all those years ago.
Okay.
It's just on vinyl.
Yeah.
You know.
I have the CD.
I've got the CD and the vinyl now because vinyl's in, George, you know, and you've got to keep up with the trends, haven't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, I'm not as down with the kids as you are.
No, it's true. What else we got? Stevie and Jeannie Frith is here saying Mission to the Unknown must have been shocking at the time. No Doctor and companions, Kemble, the Varga plants, an alliance between the Daleks and other hostiles, and that ending shivers. No spoilers. In hindsight, Stevie and Jeannie, it's actually ahead of its time, like a lot of Doctor Who is, as we're realizing now, because there it is, the first ever real Doctor Light, if you like, to use a modern parlance, episode, and it's a prequel to an epic that's on the way. So it sets it up. Then it goes off and sees the Doctor somewhere else, and then it comes back to it. So the Daleks have those several weeks there to get their plans really going. It's genius.
Yes, and William Hartnell still got top billing and paid. Thank you very much.
Right too. Good for Mr. Hartnell, because he was the star, wasn't it?
I mean, you can imagine though what it was like as a viewer then. You know, you have Mission to the Unknown. You're expecting to see the Doctor and companions, and they just don't turn up at all. You're wondering what on earth's going on. It's just like the Dalek show. And then it finishes and you're thinking, right, well, the Doctor's going to appear next week. And he appears, but in a totally different story that has no reference to the Daleks whatsoever. So you're the only ones that know about it. And it's a full 5 weeks later before you get back into that story. And it was just unprecedented, wasn't it? Absolute genius by the producers.
I wonder how many viewers are expecting the Daleks to turn up in Troy the following week.
Yeah. It's a great. I mean, it is genius. It's so ahead of its time. It's unbelievable, because you are in Troy for those 4 weeks, and all the kids must have been thinking about is where's the Dalek? Where's the Dalek? Where's the Dalek? Where? And then it's that anticipation.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking that Mission to the Unknown was Verity Lambert's final episode? She handed the reins over on that one.
She did, didn't she? Yeah. So well, God love her. God love her. We'll have to praise her as well, of course, on Thursday's show. Did you see Johnny the Cabbage there was saying, I wish someone would tart me up as well. So if you're interested in that, you can get in touch with Johnny the Cabbage by whosviews1@gmail.com, and I'll put you in touch. Stephen Braddock has 50 episodes of Emergency Ward 10. Imagine if they found 50 episodes of Doctor Who. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I'm not sure if he was misremembering something during the interview there, but Film is Fabulous have said that they found 28 episodes of Emergency Ward 10 which were lost. Maybe it was 28 out of 50 in total. But they did state they found 28 missing episodes of Emergency Ward 10, which is fantastic. And yeah, if there's a film collector who had a hoard of 28 missing episodes of Emergency Ward 10, what's to say there isn't a collector somewhere that's got 28 missing episodes of Doctor Who?
That would be a hell of a show for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, before anyone says, I have no insider information. I am not spreading a new Omni rumor. I am not saying that is fact at all. What I'm saying is glass half full, keep an open mind, don't rule anything out.
What was it in that 1960s scandal Christine Keeler said in court? Well, he would say that, wouldn't he?
Hello to Claudius. Nice to see you. Hi. Hello to you, lovely. I always wished a third Peter Cushing Dalek film would have been this story mixed with the mechanoids. So lucky that they've managed to find this. Many episodes and good quality for this story. Yes, it is. We are very, very lucky. Yes. And we are being treated, as many of you saying in the chat, we are being treated this year. This is fantastic.
And I mean, particularly Dalek Masterplan, because for many, many years, the perceived wisdom was it had gone forever. It never sold abroad. There was one set of prints which were destroyed when Australia said we're not taking it, and that was it. And this story that is not supposed to exist, we've now got 5 episodes of it.
Yeah.
Well, 5 episodes and counting.
It's just great, isn't it? Daleks were based on tanks and should look like metal. There's Casalot. Bedouia is saying to us, metal cheese graters that would slice your fingers open. That's why the 60s Daleks are so dangerous. Yeah, it works though, doesn't it? Pete Harrington, hello, Pete. I remember, was it Vidfire with the VHSs? They altered the feel of those Hartnell and Troughton videos. Took me a little time to get used to them. Vidfire.
Yeah, they did that Vidfire thing, didn't they? That was Peter. Was it Peter Finkelstone? I thought it was Peter Finkelstone had developed it, but he got himself in some bother, I believe, allegedly. But the Vidfire did do quite startling work on the black and whites. I remember it was very noticeable on Planet of the Giants, I think.
Mm-hmm. What was it, Planet of the Giants? Goodness, I remember being excited about seeing that, and then afterwards thinking, why was I that excited? I mean, it was all right, but I don't know why I was so excited to see the planet. Probably because it was in the Doctor Who monster book and all this, and it looked fabulous with that giant ant and all that. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. George says, Hartnell's Ghost, you are so correct. Woolworth sold 1 shilling Dalek bobbins with interchangeable bits. Ooh. So affordable, 2 weeks, 60. Yeah. So affordable, 2 weeks, 60 pocket money. That's all. Pound, shilling, and pence to me. I don't know what any of that means, but thanks, Hartnell.
£6 and 2.5 new pence. Sixpence.
What's a halfpence?
I have got in my collection of memorabilia connected to the two Dalek movies a wonderful photograph of Roberta Tovey doing an appearance with a couple of the movie Daleks at a Woolworths somewhere.
Oh, fab.
Promote the film. And she's standing at the main entrance of this Woolworths store. And like a lot of Woolworths, if you remember, they had big flat windows either side of the main entrance doors. And both these windows are just ceiling to floor Dalek stuff.
Oh.
With two Daleks by the door, two Daleks from the movies by the door, and Roberta Tovey standing in the middle of them with the manager of this particular Woolworths, to give you an idea of what it would have been like at that time.
60s Doctor Who merchandise. Oh, I love it. I love it. I can taste it sometimes, Who viewers. I saw Mission to the Unknown, and it was a terrifyingly good episode with Kevin Taylor. Oh, fantastic. Wow. Well, don't forget, we're here on Thursday. And super chat from John Keeley. Hiya, John Keeley. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're all well. As I don't have a TV license, I'm so jealous that I won't see the found episodes, but I'm looking forward to your review. Or is there nowhere you can go to, like me? Is there nowhere you can go around and say, can I come and watch the episodes, John? Is there nowhere? If there isn't, then yeah, you'll have to rely on our rantings and ravings, won't you? on Thursday and on Saturday, more likely. But thanks for that, John. I was trying. But you might have to wait for the commercial release. And also, you're in the same position as a lot of our friends out of the UK, because as of today, the BBC still have not announced how you are going to get to see this if you're not in the UK. Now, we've said it before, of course. That might be quite difficult for them now because they don't have any distribution partners that we know of outside the UK, thanks to the Disney deal. So I don't know. Hopefully, yes, George.
Is BritBox available outside the UK? Could they put them on BritBox?
I think it is. For those of you outside the UK, let us know in the chat. Is BritBox available where you are? Yeah. Let us know. Killbot Kill. Hello to you. I can't wait for Friday. A chippy tea and new episodes of Doctor Who, just like I used to when I was a kid. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? Are you having mushy peas with it? I hope so. Love them. Bill Lowry. Yet Marco Polo was sold everywhere, and the Beeb have archived episodes. Oh, that's part of the conversation in the chat, of course. I wonder what that's about. Very good. And hello to John Steed. There are missing episodes, if found, and one shown once a week to keep everyone happy for about 2 years. Oh, there are enough missing episodes, if found. Oh, wow. Yes. And Cyber FM. Hello, fella. How are you? I'll be watching the live-action remake of Mission to the Unknown tonight to hype up watching the whole of Dalek's Masterplan on Friday. It's going to be a good Friday indeed. And don't forget, everybody, if you've got your chocolate eggs, don't eat too many of them because you don't want to be sick. Take it nice and slow. Isn't that right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah. John the Computer Doctor is saying to us, 2025 was a terrible year for me personally, so this year looks pretty damn good so far. Well, John, let's hope so. And I like your doctor's picture there.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it, that?
Yeah, that's lovely. So yeah, fingers crossed, John, that it's going to be a better year this year. So far, it's doing good, isn't it? Pete Harrington is saying, Woolies as a kid, wonderful times. Do you remember the big one in Liverpool, Pete? In the town centre. Huge. Love. Do you remember that one?
Who didn't love the pick and take? Sorry, pick and mix.
Yeah. Well, we see it's all coming out on this show now with him, isn't it? Yeah, so I tell you. Hello, Swirly Sam. What are you saying to me? Orphan Doctor Who episodes and full stories are shown officially in the US on YouTube. I'm suspecting it will end up there. They've just done Galaxy 4 episode 3. Now, that actually will make sense because that's what we've been talking about on headlines over the last month or so, isn't it? The fact that the BBC have these new YouTube channels. They're really pushing traffic to them as well as exclusive content. So, yeah, you're right, Swirly Sound. Please keep in touch with us. Make sure that we know if they suddenly drop and, because they might not tell us in Britain. They don't need to. And Timescales is saying to us, BritBox is available in the US and has been since 2017, George.
Okay. So, I mean, that's one possibility then, that they might make them available through BritBox.
They might do. They might do, yeah. I'd like to read out the information that was on the Film is Fabulous page as well, if you don't mind, because they actually did put out a little statement or post, that's the word I'm looking for, isn't it? A post on their Facebook page today. And it said, update Doctor Who on BBC iPlayer. Film is fabulous. Are delighted to confirm that the 2 episodes of the Daleks MASTERPLAN, which were recovered by members of the team from a private film collection, will be available on BBC iPlayer from 6 a.m. on Friday, the 3rd of April. This is earlier than previously suggested. The 2 episodes will be fully accessible and will join the other episodes of Doctor Who within the Whoniverse on BBC iPlayer. Those attending the special Doctor Who screening at Riverside Studios on Saturday, the 4th of April, will have an extremely difficult decision to make. Do they watch the newly recovered episodes on iPlayer prior to the event? Or do they wait in order to enjoy the moment at the venue? The event will be hosted by Toby Hadoke, however you say that, and the first 3 installments of the Daleks MASTERPLAN will be shown consecutively. The Nightmare Begins, which was originally broadcast on the 13th of November 1965, the day of Armageddon, I'm so excited, broadcast originally on the 20th of November 1965, and Devil's Planet, which was originally broadcast on the 27th of November 1965. Following the screening of each episode, Toby will interview specially invited guests about the serial. The guests include Peter Purvis, Gavin Rymel, Paul Venezes, Sue Malden, Tim Burrows, and Nicholas Briggs. The various interviews will be recorded and made available for everyone to enjoy on the Film is Fabulous website and YouTube channel shortly after. Isn't that fantastic? Mm-hmm. So if you are going...
Nick Briggs on that one, because I can't think that he's got absolutely any, had nothing to do with any of it at all. But I mean, apart from that, the others sound quite interesting.
Because he's a big Dalek fan, isn't he? And the voice of the Daleks at the moment, of course.
Big something, yeah.
You know, that's why. But if you are going to it, to the event on Saturday, and you know, it will be difficult, I think, guys, for people that are going to look at this, because they'll be very tempted. I'd say wait, and you've got that whole experience of watching it with people. If you can, go out on the Friday, or you know, watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or One of Our Dinosaurs is Missing, or something like that, because that's a bank holiday thing to do. You know, Carry On Up the Khyber, you know, watch one of those and take your mind off it and then go to the event and just share the experience, because that's going to be a wonderful experience. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to be hyped.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder. I don't know. I'm purely speculating here, but you know, can you imagine they release the 2 episodes on Friday, the people go to the showing on Saturday still, and they get 3 found episodes instead, or something like that? Can you imagine? They just pull a blinder. Place would explode, wouldn't it? Not literally, obviously, because Peter is there, and we don't want anything.
Yeah. It would be fantastic, but I don't think it'll happen, will it? Sadly, but it would be amazing. Everybody there would just wet themselves, wouldn't they? If they just said, "Oh, by the way, we found this. Let's pop this on."
Well, that happened when I probably got this the wrong way round. There was a screening of the recovered episode of Galaxy 4 a few years ago, and during the screening event, they said, "Oh, we've got an episode of The Underwater Menace as well." Now, it might be the other way around. And they screened Underwater Menace and announced Galaxy 4. I can't remember, but it was one of that, and the reaction must have been phenomenal.
Yeah. It must have been. Just pop it in the video, lads. Goodness me. God, can you imagine? That would make the headlines, wouldn't it, really? Bedweir is saying to us, "I'm determined not to watch on Friday and wait for Saturday on a much bigger screen." Good for you, mate. You get doing that, yes.
That's some willpower. That's some willpower, Bedweir.
Well, it's Bedweir. He's Welsh.
Yeah, true.
They've got good the willpower there. Yeah. Do you know why they've been released a day earlier? But I'm glad it's a day earlier, says Stephen O'Neill. Nope. No, I no idea. They just did. It's the BBC iPlayer and the BBC and stuff like that, isn't it? You know, if there's, I'm just happy they have. I think it's great. It's possibly to get more traffic.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't think they'll have to try hard for traffic for these episodes, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I think they sell themselves, don't they?
Yeah. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they break records. I remember hearing when
Not Mine,
Enemy of the World and Web of Fear were recovered and were that had their first release on DVD. the first DVD release of The Web of Fear, which was no extras at all, and then the reconstruction of episode 3 in the middle, that became the biggest selling Doctor Who DVD ever.
Yeah. I mean, whatever they do with this commercially, it's going to be massive. It's going to be very popular for them on iPlayer. And we all know we're going to go back and watch them more than once, don't we? Because it's brand new for us, as we've been saying here on the channel. It's great that in this particular year, 2026, 60 years on, in a year where we do not have a current Doctor, William Hartnell is the Doctor, and we're about to see brand new episodes with him in it. It's brilliant.
I do find it heartening that all the BBC press releases relating to these episodes are referring to William Hartnell as the first Doctor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
it's like all that madness has just been forgotten, isn't it? It's just that it was the BBC that caused it in the first place is distressing, but it's like normality has been resumed. It's like 2005 onwards never happened.
Yeah,
we're just talking about Doctor Who as we know it.
Yeah,
Knew it.
Well, we know that. I mean, look at the reaction to this 60-year-old episodes, and it's been a massive reaction. It actually brought fandom back together on the announcement a few weeks ago that they recovered, that they were coming along. Fandom was united for the first time in God knows how many years. Absolutely superb. And then a lot of us are now turning around going, Russell who? And Shooty who?
Sorry, I'm giggling because I've just seen Rick Storm's Avatar.
Very good, Rick, who's also saying we want the 28 viewing figures in May. Yeah.
They'll be huge. They'll be absolutely huge. I wonder if the BBC will release them, because obviously it will cause huge embarrassment to the last few years of Tosh that's gone by.
We'll be able to sort of guess, won't we?
I mean, if the BBC are thinking of doing a physical release quickly, I hope what I would love is a new Lost in Time box set and have them included standalone episodes on that.
I would do them, George, because we spoke about this a few weeks ago, didn't we? I would do them as 2 volumes, really. I'd do a Hartnell and then I'd do a Troughton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not put them together like they did before.
Yeah.
But I would do the 2 separates. Just to get more cash, quite frankly.
But you've got to wait, haven't you, until everything that they've got is released. Otherwise, you just, oh damn, and now we've got this one, and it's a little bit pointless at that point. Mm-hmm. You want as much as possible on there.
Yeah. Time will
tell. The other
possibility
is other episodes out there may complete what is currently an incomplete story.
Yeah, completely.
And then you've got your Steelbook complete story, your Blu-rays complete story, your DVD complete story. Yeah.
We know that the print of episode 3 of Web of Fear is out there.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's a definite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you've got that, by the way, whosviews1@gmail.com. Come and tell us what it's like and give us a review. That would be lovely. Thank you very much. Julianne's with us. Hello, lovely. How are you? Great picture there of the legend that is Mr. Nicholas Courtney as well. Traffic. I'll be stuck on the M1 Friday morning when I should be watching the Daleks Master Plan. Oh, darling. Well, you might not be, because it's Good Friday. So a lot of people might have the day off because it's Good Friday. It's a British bank holiday, isn't it? So it might not be as bad as you usually as you're used to. Kerr Avon is with us. Hello, mate. Well, my partner sat me through the War Between the Land and the Sea saga in 2 evenings at the weekend. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. That must have been hard going for you. But don't worry, the Daleks are on the way to cheer you up. That was a cruel thing to do, honestly.
That was, I'd be questioning certain life choices there, Kerr Avon.
Doctor Who is required, said Cyber FM. That's one of my favourite lines in William Hartnell Doctor Who. I have to tell you, because it's just so out of place, isn't it? Doctor Who is required. Oh my God, love that. Can't wait till we review that episode, that story. Chris Kaz, good to see you. The BBC should donate the cost of making a new series to film is fabulous. It will be far more profitable in the long term. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point, that, isn't it? That's a really good point. We have to say again there, of course, that Film is Fabulous, are fabulous, but they are a charity. And you can get all their details. If you would like to find out more from Film is Fabulous, you can go to filmisfabulous.org.uk. I've been hearing from lots of our lovely viewers, actually, guys, who have said that they've given some sort of a donation to Film is Fabulous after watching our shows, as I know we have as well. So I think it's wonderful. And so, if you can, please do. All the details at filmisfabulous.org.uk, George.
Indeed, yes. I mean, if you can, obviously look after yourself and your own first, but if you can, make any sort of donation to Film is Fabulous, the wonderful work that they do, the exemplary way that they've handled this recovery. They've not listened to any of the noise. They've been very polite to all the screaming entitled loonies who turn up, at their base of operations at De Montfort University. They've not paid any attention to all the screaming online and people making death threats because they're withholding missing episodes and all that sort of stuff. They've been thoroughly professional. They have respected the wishes of the late collector and his estate. They've always put that person at the centre, as they do with all the collections they get access to. They have, from what I've seen, the little I know, the way they have ensured that everybody's kept in the loop. They've not built up any false expectations. They have just been absolutely flawless. This is, this is the model on how to do it.
Yeah, they've set the benchmark, haven't they? Really, I don't think anything that's gone before has followed this pattern at all. And the people that have given them grief and abuse, absolutely shame on you. What are you doing? Yes. The only thing you're doing is making yourself look stupid, and that's what we all think you are, stupid. What was the point, really?
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that's very, very important to bear in mind about Film is Fabulous is not only have they got the profile and respect of the public now, they've got the profile and the respect of the film collector community, which I do know a lot about. And a lot of people, for all sorts of reasons going back decades, are very, very guardy and very circumspect about the contents of their film collection. Partly financial, because if acquiring a film print of something is not cheap in the first place. You put a lot of money on the table to buy what might be one of only a handful of prints of something that are known to exist. So you're not going to shout about the fact that you've got this print. It's not like going to HMV or ordering online from Amazon or wherever and paying £20 for Blu-ray. This is an entirely different thing. And the fact that the word has spread like wildfire through the film collecting community that Film is Fabulous, their intentions are honourable, they know what they're doing, they are ensuring the long-term survival of incredibly important film collections and individual prints, and the feeling is get on board with them. And that is the first time that I've known, and I've been into film collecting since I was in my teens, so almost 10 years now. That this is the first time that this has happened. Previously, film collectors would get to know a handful of other collectors and form friendships. And, there would be surreptitious phone calls saying, oh, I've got this if you want to borrow it. Or, I know somebody who's got this if you're looking to buy it, but you keep it to yourself.
Oh, gossip. I love all that. It's good stuff. But you're absolutely right, guys. It's brilliant. And again, huge thank you to Film is Fabulous, who we love, don't we? We love them, Who viewers.
I mean, that very real barrier that stopped all sorts of missing material, not just Doctor Who, from seeing the light of day again. Films have broken that down, and kudos to them for doing it. They've achieved the impossible.
It's like I say, all the time now, Film is Fabulous is so important to British television, finding this lost British history. And by God, we need to have it. We need to see it, and we need to get it into universities to show people how television has progressed and how it used to be, and they can learn from the stuff that used to happen as well. And I've always said, haven't I, that 26 years of continuous proper Doctor Who was a great way of looking at the evolution of British television, because Doctor Who got everything first to test out. It was the guinea pig for everything. And a lot of the stuff that's in Doctor Who in the 60s, 70s, and 80s has moved on to where you're seeing in shows and films now. And it's all because it was the BBC going, oh, let's try. They're pioneering television. It's so important, this British TV.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that Barry Letts, back in 1969, 1970, wasn't so obsessed with this new toy called colour separation overlay.
That's right. Yeah.
None of that and all the green screen stuff you get now on TV would have happened.
Exactly. And I always, it's weird, George, that you mentioned it there, because I was at Carlisle Comic Con on Saturday, and I passed the now obligatory green screen drop, which reminds me of the old days where we had the cycloramas in studio, which used to go drip. Do you know what I mean? Mine where you step in, all that sort of stuff. And it's there now, isn't it? And I always think, for some reason, Barry comes into my head all the time, because he talked about his experience at one of the conventions of that years ago. And I just smile, because they had yellow screen, they had blue screen. He would love all the stuff you get now with the video screen technology and all that, when he would be in his element learning about that now. But every time I see these things at the Comic Cons and stuff, I just have a little smile, just thinking, oh, bless him.
But also, if I mean, other pioneers like that, Bernard Lodge, if it wasn't Bernard Lodge, we wouldn't have had HAL round, we wouldn't have had slit scan effects, all that sort of thing.
Bernard Lodge, absolute pioneer, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely. Oh,
these names, these people, they must never be forgotten, because nowadays they can just program something or get AI to do it for them.
Yeah.
Then I mean, Bernard Lodge did that Tom Baker and John Pertwee time tunnel sequence with things like plastic bags, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
God.
And
it looks fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and again, nothing's been bettered, in my personal opinion. The Sid Sutton Starfield is okay, but for me, probably because of the era I grew up with, it's always going to be the time tunnel. Which was then, I mean, I know it came from 2001.
Well, yes, because actually there's a link to Dalek Masterplan here.
Go on.
Because Bernard Lodge used, this is absolutely true, Bernard Lodge used slit scan techniques as effects in the Dalek Masterplan. And I don't know if it was Kubrick or one of Kubrick's technical team saw the episode and said, that's the sort of effect we're trying to achieve in this film. Can you give us an idea of how you did it? And Bernard Lodge...
So they bought a copy of the prints and pushed them away.
And Bernard Lodge said, did it like this, blah, 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 using a multiplane camera, single frame exposures, if it was stop motion, all the rest of it. And that's how the sequence appeared in 2001. So it actually does go back to Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a feature on one of the DVDs, I think, somewhere, or one of the Blu-rays. I remember watching it about the title sequence. I can't remember where it was now, but I remember seeing it. No, actually, it might have been on YouTube.
I thought there'd been on the DVDs as well, JT, because I thought there's been a Bernard Lodge one with the tunnels, and there's been, I'm sure there's been a Sid Sutton one with the Starfields, because it showed all the transparencies where he built up the stars.
Right.
There's certainly a Bernard Lodge one, because I've seen it.
Yeah. Absolute genius. That's what.
Oh, yeah.
Have it. I mean, even the effects that Bernard came up with for the Hartnell sequences. It's just never been bettered. And even today, Who viewers, in my opinion, even with their CGI and all their computer technology and all that stuff, they still can't get the title sequences right, as far as I'm concerned. It's too fluffy for me. Film is fabulous as a class act, said Legion of James. Legion of James, lovely to see you. I want to say hello to Matt Enspiel and to Rory Neal, who have both joined us. It's good to see you both. Nice to see you. God bless.
Film is fabulous. While we're having a film is fabulous love-in, is yes, these 2 episodes so far are absolutely wonderful, but it's not just Doctor Who that they're preserving. For all of us who are so excited about these 2 episodes, there are people out there who will be absolutely jubilant. There are 28 episodes of Emergency Ward 10 back.
Yeah, didn't somebody in the chat tell us last time they're on YouTube? Because I keep meaning to go and watch them. Again, I want to go and see how they did this famous hospital drama from the BBC.
Yes, well, it's credited as the first British soap opera, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Emergency Ward 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it right, George, that before these episodes of Emergency Ward 10 were found, there were none? Is that right?
I think there were a handful. It's more than doubled what was known to exist.
Wow.
That's a box set. That's a box set waiting to happen, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know. Legion of James is saying to us, guys, that hopefully Film is Fabulous team members get to see channels like Who's Views, so they can know. What do you mean channels? Let's change that. Hopefully Film is Fabulous team members get to see Who's Views, so they can know the genuine people out here and absolute respect for everything they do, and we appreciate it in abundance. Yes, absolutely. And do you know what? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Steve Braddock is saying fabulous film chaps, all of them.
So what you did there.
Yeah, I saw what you did. That's great as well.
And another piece of great artwork there, the Mavic Chen there.
Oh yes, he's done a great one there. Well done,
Stephen Braddock. Your artwork is fantastic. Never stop.
Exactly. And Marie UK is saying, "Film is fabulous. Long may they continue." Absolutely, and especially if we can keep giving. You know, if you can, the odd bit of money, that would be lovely.
Well, they're going from strength to strength, and I think they will be the name worldwide in film preservation and recovery of missing material before too long, and deservedly so.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
John Mason rightly saying to us, I think Douglas Trumbull was responsible for Slit Scan. Yeah, because he did it for the film, didn't he, for 2001?
Yeah.
And apparently. Apparently, he did these sort of explanations where no one could really understand what he was saying. Allegedly, I think I've seen that somewhere before because I was quite interested, John, in Douglas Trumbull and where he got that idea from and how he did it. Because he inspired, of course, Bernard Lodge, who did it on a much cheaper budget, but just as effectively. And then, of course, they repeated it in Star Wars, if you remember, for traveling through the when the Falcon travels through the whatever they call it. What do they call it? Oh my God! Hyperspace. Thank you.
Have you seen, JT? There's an episode of Family Guy where they recreate they do the Star Wars episodes, and you've got that, but it's Tom Baker scene.
It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? This is the one. Johnny the Cabbage is saying there's a new Slit Scan documentary on YouTube. Now, that's the one I think I watched just last week, Johnny, with this very enthusiastic presenter on his channel. We'll have to dig it out and we'll try and get the link in because I was fascinated by that, thinking, there's more about Trumbull here. And, look, they've put Bernard Lodge in it as well. How lovely, because you have to. If you're going to talk about that, you have to have the Doctor Who titles in there as well, don't you? Absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely do.
Right, what else we got in the chat with us? Thank you for joining us for this impromptu show, everybody. It's great to see you all. I hope you're all, I know you are. You're all as excited as we are. Legion of James saying, proper Doctor Who showing the world it's still got it. And the fans are all still here for the proper Doctor. It is, yeah, because none of them told us to go and touch grass or that we were all this and that like the current lot do we? Raymond is saying to us, I remember downloading The Web of Fear, Enemy of the World on iTunes. The excitement was off the chart. Fantastic times. Raymond, I tried to do that as well, but I mucked it up completely. I never got to do it. No good at all this stuff, Who viewers, you know me. Don't know after that. John Roberts is saying, I'm watching Lost in Time after we finish here. Good idea. And Marie UK is saying, I'll be getting a little bit tipsy with the girls on Friday, so I'll recover on Saturday on the couch with the Doctor. Well, we'll move on. Lots and lots and lots of you saying that you're going to be giving donations to Film is Fabulous instead of buying Easter eggs. What a great idea. You're all lovely.
Thank you, Woodhouse. Thank you for that.
What a lovely bunch of people you are out there.
Well, Easter eggs aren't really called Easter eggs anymore, and they don't really have much chocolate in them. So what's the point? Don't waste your money. And put it to Film is Fabulous.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want a proper chocolate egg these days, you have to go to the local artisan businesses, don't you? You can't go to the big boys anymore. I mean, they're trying to get rid of them now for very cheap already because there's loads of them still in the supermarkets because the chocolate's gone off because they've turned it into powder or something. Haven't they? They've taken the milk out of the chocolate, the idiots. I don't know what that is. Cyber FM. Still think that sounds like a fabulous radio station. The weather is supposed to be awful on Friday where I live in Wales. Oh, is it? Oh, and I work outside. Oh, really? So either way, I'll be home to fully immerse myself in the Daleks mask. But I see your evil plot there.
Quite right.
Great excuse that, isn't it, Cyber? And Good Gray is with us. Hello, mate. With respect to Herndl and Bradley, they are no Hartnell. Hartnell's portrayal is on another level. My appreciation for him has massively increased over the years, and it's about to do so even more now, isn't it? Really, really is. And Funky, thank you for your super chat. Soon be time for the Daleks master plan. It's almost exciting as an Exilon floor design. Exilon. Okay. Great cliffhanger that was, though, everybody, wasn't it? Hartnell's Ghost thing, re-CSO. I have a distinct memory of Raymond Baxter on Thursdays tomorrow. There's a name. Oh, my goodness. Raymond Baxter.
I love Raymond Baxter. I thought he was fantastic.
Didn't he remind you of those droopy dogs?
Yeah. He turns up on an episode of Hancock's Half Hour when they're doing the Monte Carlo Rally. He's the commentator. And he's just got one of those voices.
He was brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He would always do the Farnborough Air Show. I'm sure he would.
Well, even as kids, I remember watching Raymond Baxter on Tomorrow's World and understanding what he was saying to an extent. You know what I mean? Because he just had this sort of, he was like your grandfather, wasn't he, really? You'd listen to this old fella. You know. Anyway, sorry, Hartnell's Ghost. I have a distinct memory of Raymond Baxter on Thursdays Tomorrow's World before Top of the Pops. Exactly. That's the only reason we were tuning in, really, wasn't it? We wanted to see what was in the hit parade. Saying, if you watch Doctor Who, you'll see CSO in action this Saturday, and added, it also works in black and white. Fabulous days. Happy days. Thank you, Hartnell's Ghost.
There's also that wonderful but sadly too brief footage of the production of Carnival of Monsters, where the Drashig puppeteers are dressed head to foot in yellow against a yellow backdrop, doing the CSO for the Drashigs.
Oh,
I've got that picture somewhere. I'll dig it out and send it to you, JT.
Oh yes, please, and then we'll show it on the show at some point.
Yeah,
especially when we're reviewing Carnival of Monsters. Don't ask me when that's going to be, but it'll happen. I've got to get the Daleks.
We're digging out some new behind-the-scenes pictures, aren't we? So
we are. Yeah, we are. It's good stuff. Cosmic Toys is with us, guys. Cosmic Toys is here. Hello, all. Hope everyone's well. No TV license for me. 15 years now. Wow.
Wow,
that's incredible. So won't be able to see those farm treasures yet. I'm tempted to buy one just for the event, but best not. No, it's not. Again, don't you know anybody who's got one? So I know it's difficult in Britain these days to find someone with a BBC TV license because people are cancelling it left, right, and centre for various reasons, shall we say? But is there anybody? Have you got any family Cosmic Toys? I was saying to the guys, Cosmic Toys, my poor mother is going to be more fed up with me because I'm going to hers on Good Friday earlier than I intended to, just so I can watch Dalek's Master Plan over and over and over again. And then I might watch them on Saturday morning over and over and over. My poor mother. Things she's had to put up with me for the last 55 years. How old am I? 28. But thanks, Cosmic Toys. Good to see you. Good to see you. Johnny the Cabbage has put a link in the chat, everybody, for that lovely episode we were talking about of that new YouTube video with that gentleman talking very, very nicely. Very, very well done. It is. It's lovely. What else that? Oh, really? Woodhouse 122 is saying to us, guys, there's an episode of Emergency Ward 10 on YouTube from 1960 with an early appearance of Carol Ann Ford.
Wow.
I didn't know she was in that. Or did I? I can't tell anymore. And Graham is saying, this is a fantastic show. I'm loving it. That's nice. Thank you, Graham. That's good.
You know what I found, JT? Completely left field. And if Paul was here, it would be a tangent.
There we go.
So I don't know what we call it.
Your best, everybody. Yes, go on then.
I'll do my best on the study.
I was browsing through, George. I was browsing through Audible. And because I've got all the Hancocks and all the Doctor Who ones that I want at the moment. And I came across a... who was he who played Captain Mannering? Name's just gone from my head.
Arthur Lowe.
Arthur Lowe. It was a vehicle for Arthur Lowe radio, and it was called Parsley Sidings, where he's obviously in charge of a railway station. And he has the guy that played the one who was Stupid Boy in Dad's Army. He's in it as well.
Ian Lavender.
Yeah, and I'm forgetting all the names here, but in some of the episodes, it's credited Roger Delgado.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I could be misremembering this, but Parsley Sidings rings a bell with John Pertwee for me. Did John Pertwee do a couple of episodes of it too?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know he did Puffney Post Office, of which there is nothing.
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic if some of those episodes were turned up in some collection somewhere, because we talk about TV, don't we? But Hancock radio recording turned up last year, or was it the year before? Which, you know, so yeah, but I saw Roger Delgado, thought, my word. So I might be tempted just to download it, just literally for that.
Well, Roger Delgado was, I mean, it's not widely celebrated in his work, but Roger Delgado was a very experienced and very in-demand voice artist. He used to revoice a lot of actors in films and not get a screen credit for it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that for an actor of his caliber.
Take the work where you can get it.
Oh, of course, but me. Well, wow.
I mean, one example that instantly springs to mind is a fantastic early 1970s horror movie called Horror Express, which stars Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee.
Woo!
Watch and listen to it. You'll soon be listening to Roger Delgado.
Oh, how exciting!
Wow.
I'll have to look into that, won't I? Have to look into that.
Is Telly Savalas in that?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
I've just had a message from our Paul who's saying, I like Horror Express. He's watching this. He's watching this.
And also another connection with Horror Express and Doctor Who. Aside obviously from Peter Cushing, so really off on a tangent here. It was made very cheaply using the sets, props, and costumes that had just been used on the big budget production of Nicholas and Alexander, which Tom Baker was Rasputin.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
And there's a mad monk in Horror Express as well who wears Tom's costume from Nicholas and Alexander.
That really is cost cutting, isn't it? That's fantastic. Goodness me.
Brilliant.
Let's see what you're saying in the chat for us as well. We've got this one from TARDIS 1963. Hiya. BBC, cancel all future New Who. Instead, put the money saved into Film is Fabulous and buying some more missing episodes back from collectors who still want to part with their rumoured 6 episodes. It's not a bad idea, is it? It's not a bad idea. And then they would recoup some revenue from when they release it on DVD. That would be lovely.
I'm sure they would very quickly go into profit.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Will the BBC, if the BBC do commercial releases, I would seriously hope that a percentage of the takings goes to Film is Fabulous.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I don't know.
Well, I sincerely hope that when these go on YouTube, blah,
you might have been right there.
Third time lucky, iPlayer on Friday morning, Film is Fabulous gets some sort of credit.
Oh, so do I. Let's have a look at that. Can I just say that Cosmic Toys got back in touch with me saying, my family have all been the license too. I'm not surprised. By the way, my name is Gareth. Gareth, it's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Thank you for that. This is how it actually looks on the iPlayer as of today, with all this lovely sort of bluey electricity sort of stuff. And there it is. There is season 3, the Daleks Master Plan, Day of Armageddon. Watch now. And you can just see there, The Nightmare Begins and Devil's Planet all lined up for Friday. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? But I don't know if that's how it looks all the time. But this is from the Film is Fabulous Facebook page. They posted that. I did not, and I just want to reiterate, I did not go anywhere near the BBC to screen grab that because, of course, I don't have a license either. And I said, good girl I am.
But I really hope the BBC have got the good grace to give Film is Fabulous some sort of credit on iPlayer.
Exactly.
Not always known for doing a decent thing, but I hope they do.
Gray is just enjoying a bishop's finger while watching Who's Views to get himself in the mood for Friday. We'll move on. People in the BBC have been arrested for things like that, Gray. Allegedly. Ooh, bit of politics, bit of topics. Matt Enspiel is saying to us that, Tomorrow's World was amazing. I loved when Kraftwerk were on. I never saw that.
Oh, I remember that
one. Do you? I don't.
Wow. I loved Tomorrow's World. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a really, really, really good, interesting show. And naturally, they canned it, didn't they? So,
yeah, of course. It could still be going strong today. And I have no idea why they ever did that, because the kids need things they can bloody learn from.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one they did where they explained what the internet was going to be?
Yeah.
I remember the one
Maggie.
as late as the early 90s when they were explaining how new technology recolorized the demons.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a great one, wasn't it? Yeah. And apparently that got huge viewing figures as well, because all of us Doctor Who fans went to watch it. Oh, what's this about?
Well, they were showing it straight after, weren't they? Were they showing it straight after? Was it the day before or something like that?
It was close to, I think. If I remember right, it was close to. If it
God,
wasn't,
that was exciting, wasn't it? That was so exciting. Yeah.
Pete Harrington saying Roger Delgado's on Radio 4 Extra in the slide, I think Saturday or Sunday. So there, if you've got that and you're interested in that, an extra bit of loveliness for you with the Doctor Who connection. That's great. And George, there's a message here for you from Java Bean Studios who says, tell George they just announced the expanded soundtrack for Diamonds Are Forever.
Marvelous.
So there we go, everybody. We wanted to come on and just tell you all and reiterate the fact that this morning, BBC Media Centre announced that the 2 missing episodes, which are no longer missing, are going to be dropped onto the BBC iPlayer at 6 a.m. this Friday, which is Good Friday. So it's a great weekend. I'm still so excited. I know the guys are still excited because we are now in a great position because, of course, on Thursday night, as I say, live here on the channel at 8 o'clock, join us for our review of Mission to the Unknown and probably some tangents as we set the scene for coming back to the channel live on Saturday to review the Daleks Masterplan.
Just to think that you're actually saying that sounds wrong, doesn't it? It's just
after all these years, and it's one of those things you never thought you could say. You know?
I'm sure I've said this before, but I have such a vivid memory of when Tomb of the Cybermen was recovered and buying the VHS on the day of release and sitting in front of my TV, and my brain was just saying to me, I'm watching Tomb of the Cybermen. I'm actually watching Tomb of the Cybermen.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll be doing exactly the same thing on Friday morning. I'll be sitting there going, I'm watching The Nightmare Begins. I'm actually watching The Nightmare Begins.
I think we're all going to have that experience. And this time around, I'm actually also going to be thinking of you, thinking of that, watching these episodes as we get into this. But it's great. But no, listen, fantastic show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. As we get the party started here, as we start celebrating these 2 William Hartnell episodes, again, a huge thank you to Film is Fabulous, who have just become legends in the Doctor Who world, and they will be forever, ever, ever. And I hope you guys at Film is Fabulous realize this. You will forever, ever, ever be catalogued and mentioned in every Doctor Who tome going. It really will be. So congratulations to them. And well, thank you.
I think Film is Fabulous should have the cover of the next issue of Doctor Who magazine.
Which actually, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is out this Thursday.
Is that? Oh, okay.
Which apparently does, George, cover a feature on the Daleks Masterplan. Now, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you don't buy this, because I'll be covering it for you on Headlines on Sunday, on your big show, live here at 8 o'clock. Again, yes.
I hope Doctor Who magazine have the courtesy to give lots of credit to Film is Fabulous, because without them, we would not be enjoying this.
We'll find out together. I think
I'm sure Crystal Meth will do some kind of editorial on it where she says she watched the episodes, but she had to do them on triple speed or something because she's an idiot.
Oh, yes. Can you imagine if she disrespects these things now, like she did all the original stuff? Oh, I have to watch it on triple speed. Oh, shut up, you daft cow.
That's because her brain shuts down after 3 seconds, probably.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, or the black and white goes, what's this? I'm watching Who's Views. I'm actually watching Who's Views. It's Johnny the Cabbage.
And we're glad you are.
Yeah, we are. We really appreciate it. So thank you. And Hartnell's Ghost is going to say another great show, guys. I hope you can join us, Hartnell's Ghost, on Thursday and Saturday as well, because I'd like to hear what your experience of rewatching these things back are, and if any memories of your childhood come back that if it just triggers a few things, that would be lovely. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you want to share them with us. But it's going to be great. It's going to be great, isn't it? Pete Harrington is saying that Crystal Mind can't cope. Yeah. And Frankie Stanage saying, Film is Fabulous are up there with Network TV before they went bust. Oh, bless, that was terrible news, wasn't it? And Film is Fabulous, says Darren Reed, and so are you lot. Good night.
Oh,
thank you so much.
you.
How lovely. And there's lots of you in saying thanks to us all for the show tonight. Yeah, it was just a bit of fun, everybody, as we start to get start to get ready for this. The shows are up and ready for you. For Mission to the Unknown on Thursday, live at 8. And as I say, the Daleks MasterPlan, Saturday, live at 8. Come and join us. It's going to be big. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great Easter. Let's say it that way. So they're all there for you to make sure you've rung that bell. Don't forget, Thursday and Saturday, and then your big show, Headlines, on Sunday. Third Doctor Ian and George, thank you so much for joining me for this special little show.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Loved it.
The energy is
And
there.
give us a like. Give us a like wherever it is down there. Give us a like. Do it now. Do it now.
And apparently, after you've liked, you can also hype.
You can.
Yeah,
Don't forget to give us a hype when we finish. You can give us a hype, and I do love a hype. So please give us to it. Give me a hype, Mrs. All right, from George and from Third Doctor and from me. Thanks for joining us. We shall see you. If you're new to us, please subscribe. If you're not new to us, please make sure you're still subscribed. Share the show. Share the show. Share the show. Oh, I'll say that again. Share the show, and we'll see you. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait for Thursday. We'll see you on Thursday. Oh, I can't wait. Ta-ra, everyone. See you later.
Night night.